What is going on, Stonebladers? We have a hand that's going to be... I'll keep it... Turn 2 Stoneforge. Into turn 3 Stoneforge. I want to keep my fetch, so I don't mind showing that I have a basic land. Might be getting Cryptic Coat, depending... Like, combo, definitely... Oh, this. This! Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize. Hey, I knew the card that they were trying to cast before they cast it. Are you taking a Force of Will here? Or are you taking a redundant Stoneforge? Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. Probably Stoneforge here. Okay. I stand incorrect. Well, I'm not getting Coat, clearly. But they don't need to know that. Since I have... Let's get Kaldra. Why not? Sure. If they kill this, I will just play Cryptic Coat next turn. And then hopefully not draw Batterskull so that I can fetch it with my other Stoneforge. Plow? Sure. It's this deck. Are we just... Oh, wow, that's great. Let me do this. They're on a one-lander here. I don't want this thing going nuts. Begin combat. Next turn, I can cast Stoneforge and bring in Batterskull, which is pretty sweet. This crazy art. Okay. Well, sorry to say. This is happening. Okay, one lander. Got him good. Yeah, Swamp Thoughtseize is an Island Ponder, but it happens to the best of us. Anyway, moving on. This, and this. Anything else of consideration? No. This is like black and white. I call it black and white taxes, even though it isn't. It's more... It's like either taxes or tokens based upon those cards we just saw where they can go wide. Like they got a Johnny in there too, but forces are fine. Like a deck like this could also throw in Felia. Could. I don't know if they're doing that nowadays. Heck, you can throw Felia in. Stoneblade has its own Felia variation. I don't care for it. There's a lot of versions that use Wasteland, Stifle, and Daze. I don't like being the lower to the ground type of deck. I like playing the long controlling game. That's why those never really interest me. I like these cards most particular better. Plus, I don't like having another 7-drop that can only be brought in once. This is a... Actually, it's not bad because I can at least end their first turn play. But after that, I will keep this one. This one's alright. I think it's keepable. Okay, so nothing there. What do they have? Like Dinosaur turn 1? Not the worst. I will play this. Which tells them that if I want to plow something, I'd have to get Tundra. If they're even thinking that deep into the possibilities of what my hand has. I don't want to see the Dinosaur or 2 cards. Is this Thought Sneeze? Okay, we had the second one coming. No, okay, that's good. Keep the board clear. Get closer to landing Jace. I will do this one. End it prismatically. And go. Next turn I can just do that again if they play a 1-drop. Nice. Wasteland, which always has to be stated. I don't think they're surveilling here, so they probably want their 3 mana, and if they do want their 3 mana, this card is annoying. I think I'm gonna play this way. They don't have Red Blast open, which is good. If they don't play anything else, that's also excellent. Okay, so ideally, best case scenario, they can. This is obviously playing towards landing Jace here. Clearly, I'm not doing anything else. But ideally, if they play one creature, I can just go nuts and brainstorm. Assuming it's not a Bowmaster, but I'll still play Jason +2 if that's the case. What do we have? That creates a little token doofus. That's kind of annoying because that's 3. That's like the one thing I didn't want to see, but this is only 1. So whenever one more dies, does bouncing that mean it flips? I guess we'll find out. And then it attacks me. Okay, well there's that. So now we have a new plan. Okay, no thought sneeze, please. What an interesting game. This has been my game plan. I don't know if it was like maybe 2 videos I uploaded ago that I'm trying to be more aggressive on clearing the board and using Jace. It's like that's clearly where the deck shines. But I looked back at some of the other games I played recently and noticed I could have been, okay, another one. I could have been way more aggressive with using Jace. If I bounce like this, then I get attacked. I mean, I could probably just play Jace here and just for the brainstorm factor. It's going to be I need cards, but I have cards that I can also fetch away, which is good. So that's a way of being aggressive, make them attack it, unless I get some type of, yeah. So this will be, I'm just going to brainstorm into this and then they can attack it all they want. It will fog. Did I just get the wrong one? It's not a big deal. Ideally, I wanted to get plains there, but that's fine. Unless they have Red Blast. Then my plans are foiled. All this work. Okay, good. They're like, I'll just attack it. And they probably will. This and this are going back. Nice. That means I can't get a plains, but I will live. Do I want to bounce any of these? Not necessarily. Back to basics isn't bad. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus I have stuff to do. Does bouncing that mean it dies? I am unsure about that. But Teferi is a way of dealing with that, and back to basics I can play. Their mana is really bad. That will allow me... I don't think this is too bad, in my super crazy opinion. Like, ideally, they're going to attack this. I'm going to take 2. I can bounce a critter. And I can also play, what's it called? Back to basics. Let them deal with that. And plus, I have cantrips if I want to, do something else. I can brainstorm. Get that. Let's see. 2. 3. I have a solitude. You might want to point all of them at it. Damn it. It didn't work. But yeah, I don't mind pointing a Teferi at one of these. Is this a... Okay. What is this? Return target. Okay, so you're going to be able to do funky stuff with that. Pay X. I'm not too familiar with that, but I'll find out. Oh, I'll find out, all right. Okay, so I guess that happens. That flips. Is it 2-year battlefield? Okay, that's pretty good. There's some value in that one. Sure. Yowzes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually. Does Teferi bouncing this even work? Like, pretty much have to deal with this thing. But yeah, I'll do that. That will draw me a card. I can brainstorm, and then I can always get a prismatic ending if needed. Yeah, something like that. Not a whole lot here that I like. I think I'm past this. Pretty much forcing anything here. Will that be too late to deal with? I do have a prismatic ending there to deal with that, but that's going to create a... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely don't have enough, so I'll do this, this, and no. It's a way to kill that with ending, at least. One, two, three. That is why I kept my hand like that. That's fine. That I will not force. Probably Teferi here. Okay. Or not. Are you going to attack Teferi? They probably know if they can deal a certain amount. I'm not too familiar with this card. I'd have to read it 5 times over, which I'm not going to do right now. But 2 to me. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. No respect for Thai Teferi. 3. This is an interesting one. Pay. Is that like the damage that it does to kill me? I'm not even doing the math on it. All right, that's fine. I figured they knew what they were doing there. Yeah, Hyrdroblast is good. We saw, I believe, there's red in there. Yes. There, I can take out a force. All right, cool. On the play. Don't think there's anything else I want here. My game plan there was to keep the board clear. I didn't have much else going on with that, so that was the reasoning for that. Like, my hand wasn't allowing for anything really else that's special except mulliganing this. Okay. I don't like this one too much. But here we are. Sure. This is not a great hand, unfortunately. For once, I actually am going too thin here. I don't want more lands. I will take that small percentage that, like, I draw one less planes here. Well, you know, pretty much the same thing. I'm going to get Coat. That way, if they want to deal with this, hopefully it's not now, so they can tap out, and back to basics can be... This could be Surveil too, right? Yes, okay, that's decent. I don't want to see a Thoughtseize here. I would like to see like some type of fatal push effect. Another non-basic would be beautiful. Beautiful. Are you tapping both? A Johnny or something? Oh, that's excellent. You got it. Let's lock them down on mana for now. That is a game plan. So it's 1/3 and they create 1/1s. Okay, I can block one. Yep, that card in 2026. Spoiler alert, I'm actually filming this in 25. You will see it in 26. It will still be played then, so that statement will still stand up. That is not red, and they have to pay a life. Sweet. Ideally, I think I'm just going to bounce this dude. Yeah. Still take 2. If they do nothing else. Okay, they do nothing else, which is fantastic. This will get planes. I have Wrath. Oh, actually, that's even better. Yeah, I like that. And then Jace next turn can just simply start brainstorming, and this gives me protection against all that other junk. You can have that. So if you want to play that again. Oh, wow. Hello. I did say I wanted to be more aggressive with Jace, and this is a perfect spot. Like, say they do nothing. Do you Kaldra or do you Jace? Like, they have 7 cards in their hand. Eventually, maybe they'll draw red and blast this or something, right? But, or do I want... All right, let's just find out. But if they play that creature again, I'm just going to bounce it with Jace. That helps. They don't have red once again. Black, white. Okay, that is actually a good one. Do I want to bounce Bowmaster here? I think the answer is yes. They'll have 1 mana. Or I can just do, 1, 2, 3. I can actually play Coat and bring in Kaldra. And I think that's going to be very hard for them to deal with. See, this is a perfect example. If you're watching this, do you do Coat and Kaldra, or do you play Jace and bounce Bowmaster? I think Jace, because they're going to be taking a lot of damage. All right, I'm going to go with Jace. This is what I talked about. I want to play it more. But that means it loses the ability to... See, there's just so much utility. All right, I said Jace. Just do it, damn it. Just do it. Or I can just +2. +2 is another option. I think bouncing is better. All right. And go. So ideally, if they're not playing Bowmaster next turn, okay. Well, it ended up working out. Anyway, the screen always leaves for some odd reason. These are the end thoughts before I forget them. Leave a comment down below in that specific spot. Would you have played Jace to bounce or +2, or would you have cast Cryptic Coat and left up Kaldra, or just brought in Kaldra right away and gone to town? You know, give them as few turns as possible. They would have taken 5. Then next turn would have been 8. See, here's the whole thing. I want to be more aggressive with Jace, but at the same time, I think Kaldra just ends it so much quicker. It gives them 3 turns, maybe 2 or 3 or so. But if you get there, let me know. Hope you enjoyed that one, and that'll be it for now.